What are signs you need to stay away from a certain company? I once interviewed for a job at a company that seemed perfect on paper. The pay was great, the benefits were amazing, and the work seemed like something I would love. However, during the interview, I started to notice some red flags. First, they told me that they had a high turnover rate because they only hired the best of the best. And if you weren't performing at 110% all the time, you would be let go. They also mentioned that they had a very competitive work environment, and that if you weren't willing to put in extra hours and work weekends, you wouldn't last long. Then, they asked me a question that really threw me off. They asked me how I would handle a situation where I was given a project with an impossible deadline, and if I would be willing to stay late and work weekends to get it done. I told them that I would do my best to meet the deadline, but I wouldn't sacrifice my personal time for work. They didn't like that answer. Finally, they told me that they had a very strict dress code, and that even though it was a casual work environment, they expected everyone to dress professionally at all times. This was a huge red flag for me, because it showed that they cared more about appearances than actual work performance. I ended up declining the job offer, and a few months later, I found out that the company had gone bankrupt. Dodged a bullet there.